Hi everybody, it's me, your boy, and it's time to review I, Tonya. I, Tonya was written by Stephen Rogers and directed by Craig Gillespie, who's an Australian film director. This will be his 6th film. I, Tonya is a sports biopic about Tonya Harding, who was a well-known American figure skater back in the early 1990s. And this film chronicles her struggle to be an Olympic figure skater, which is made difficult by the abuse of people in her life and her own identity, which is at odds with the typical mold of a figure skater that the judges tend to favor. She's played by Margot Robbie, and the film also stars Allison, Janney, who plays the mother, and Sebastian, who plays her ex-husband, Jeff Gillespie. They kind of don't look alike, but it's okay. So I had no clue who Tonya Harding was before watching this film. I went and fact-checked all the major story elements after seeing it because I left the theater thinking there's no way all of this shit happened the way it did. The story of Tonya Harding feels like something that could have been written by the fucking Coen brothers. It's insane. I would strongly recommend seeing it without looking up who Tonya Harding is if you don't already know. And if you do know the story of Tonya Harding, I still think you should see this film because it is so good. I, Tonya does not present itself as a run-of-the-mill sports biopic. It's told in a mockumentary style where we see all of the main characters give their side of the story on Tonya's upbringing through these various interviews that the film will cut to at different points. Characters will break the fourth wall sometimes, and they'll often say things in the interviews that will completely contradict what another character is saying. And that made a lot of sense to me because the story is so complex with parts where we don't know what the truth is. So the film kind of allows you to observe everything and determine the truth for yourself. And this all really ties into a major theme of the film, that people make their own truth, including the media. And this mockumentary style really complements this film's pitch black comedic tone. I was kind of surprised at how dark it was. There's a lot of domestic abuse in this film that's handled in a very matter-of-fact type of way, which is equal parts tragic but hilarious somehow. It somehow works. The protagonist will talk about having her head slammed into a mirror, shattering the glass everywhere, in such a modest way, like it's not even a big deal. She kind of brings it up like it's normal, and I think that's really clever because it goes to show how casual domestic abuse can be in some relationships, and it shouldn't be like that. It's energetic, it's demented, it's bizarre, its narration is very comical, and it moves at an incredibly fast pace. I was completely gripped by how assertively this film moves from one scene to the next. It's almost like you don't have any time to breathe, in a good way, not a Transformers way. All of the performances are good. This is the best Margot Robbie has ever been. Just give the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress to Allison, Janney already. Her performance is incredible. She steals every single scene she's in. Her character is like the female equivalent of J.K. Simmons' character in Whiplash. She pushes her daughter to be competitive through this tough love approach, which involves being physically and emotionally abusive. There's a word for people like her. Luke Skywalker or Bucky Barnes or Sebastian was also very good. I was really impressed by the amount of subtlety and nuance he was able to put into his performance. Technically, this film is great. Considering its $8 million budget, I thought the visual effects were fairly impressive. I, Tonya was shot mostly on film, giving it this grainy and rough look that I felt really matched its personality. It was noticeable that it wasn't Margot Robbie doing the more elaborate skate moves. If you look really closely, you'll be able to make out this really weird looking CGI facial replacement sometimes. It can even be really obvious during certain parts because her mannerisms aren't really matching the movement of her body. There are times when she's going really fast and doing some really difficult stuff, and her face is kind of just like... But that's ultimately understandable because it's not like this film was working on a massive budget, and I don't really expect actors to do triple axels and shit. I've busted my ass so many times trying to skate. That shit is so hard. And it doesn't matter anyway because the ice skating itself looks so badass in this film. The way the camera aggressively moves on the ice is so in tune with the performance. It really captures your attention. It's edited together very nicely with some pretty typical but really nice rock music choices from the time. There's only one major issue with this film for me, and it's during the part where they try to explain the crazy incident that happened at the peak of Tonya Harding's career, which you probably know what I'm talking about if you know the story of Tonya Harding. As the film shows what happens with this incident, I really felt like it lost focus and momentum. It almost feels like you're watching a different film because most of the time spent detailing this incident doesn't involve the main character, who we've been with this entire time. It goes from a a dark sports biopic to just a full-on comedy about a bunch of morons. The film does eventually get back on track, and it does maintain the sense of rawness to it, making the tone still feel pretty consistent. I really like this film though. I'm surprised at how much I liked it because I don't really give a shit about ice skating. I hope it gets a lot more attention because it really is a great sports biopic. It does a great job of exploring the complexities of abuse, and I love the commentary on how the media fucking sucks, because it does. It does lose focus during the middle part of the film, but it still made sense why they approached it the way they did. I, Tonya was pretty excellent. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching, everyone. You are so kind. Be sure to check out the other reviews on my channel if you think I have an interesting opinion on things. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. Go jump off a bridge? I don't know. Let me know what you thought about I, Tonya in the comments section below. Leave a recommendation while you're down there on what I should watch and review next. Hit the like button if you like what you see, or share this video, or both, whichever you prefer. And if you dig the channel, as always, subscribe to the channel. That would be pretty cool. Thanks again, guys. This is your boy Josh. I'm gonna get the hell out of here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.